Is very much a part of the bill. It is very clear legislatively that first the delimitation process shall be undertaken and then reservation shall be implemented. So how is it that the opposition is doing an about turn now? When the opposition says that we support 2023's passage, what have they supported? They've supported delimitation. Then why is it that today, when they had an opportunity to ensure that this particular decision is implemented in the next Lok Sabha elections, did they do an about face? If you recall, in 2023, the opposition went hoarse, saying implemented immediately. So when the government was implementing it with forthrightness, why didn't the opposition support it?
Ma'am, Prime Minister earlier to appeal to the opposition parties that be part of the historic movement, and I don't want any credit. But then Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, when she was speaking to media today, she said that BJP has been defeated for the first time in 12 years.
Wow.
How do you see
What have they defeated yesterday? BJP's next election is in 2029. You haven't defeated the BJP. You're still sitting in opposition. What you have defeated collectively is the desire, the ambition, the aspiration of the women of India. And can you imagine that such a juvenile act and such an outrageous act of celebrating defeating the women of India? The opposition came together to celebrate what? They were thumping the desk to celebrate what? The opportunity to give women the respectable, equitable opportunity to contribute to the Parliament of India. That is what the opposition was celebrating. They came together for the first time. That is what the Congress is professing. For what? To defeat a simple Indian woman's desire to serve in the Indian Parliament.
Ma'am, the principal argument that is coming in from all the opposition parties together is that we are not against women reservation. They're saying that implement it on 543 seats.
They are very clearly against women's reservation. I'm taking you back to 2010. They are saying हमने 98 साल पहले 1928 में we started this. It's taken them 98 years and they still couldn't do it. They had power for 6 decades. They still couldn't do it. From 2004 to 14, they had power. In 2010, in Rajya Sabha, the BJP being in opposition still supported the Congress party to push through the legislation in Rajya Sabha. The Congress party and its allies had majority in the Lok Sabha. They knew the BJP supported. Why is it that they didn't pass it in Lok Sabha then? It's not as if the Congress did not have power at the center to take this historical decision. Why is it that they had the power, they didn't do it? Because they never wanted to.
One question that the southern part of the country, the opposition ruled states, they have been saying this, and saying that north-south divide, they're saying that the number of seats will come down.
That's an absolute sham. After the Prime Minister and the Home Minister were assured on the floor of the House that no such disparity will be seen between any state in our country. Yesterday, the country witnessed how the Home Minister offered on behalf of the government that give him 1 hour and he'll get an amendment to the fact that the government will give a written assurance. An amendment, nonetheless, to say 50% proportional increase in seats in all states. Why didn't the opposition then accept this on behalf of the government? If that is the contention of the opposition, it was an offer on the table in front of the whole country, given by the government to the opposition. Why didn't the opposition take it then?
Also, ma'am, now BJP would be taking to streets as we speak. There's a protest going on outside the residence of Rahul Gandhi, and there are various protests planned all throughout the country. How does BJP take it?
For protest, didn't you hear Smriti Vadra? She doesn't care. You can protest, you can demand, you can keep waiting perpetually for your rights. That is the arrogance with which the Congress party today addressed the media and the country at large. They don't care. As long as their mothers, their daughters, wives in their families keep getting political power, they don't care what the average Indian woman has to go through, what her aspiration to serve is. They just don't care.
One last question. Now that what has happened in the parliament has happened, now the elections are coming on in the states of Tamil Nadu and West Bengal. How do we see this BJP reaching out to people on the ground? And today, Prime Minister Narendra Modi would also be addressing. Can expect that it could be an emotional appeal by the Prime Minister again.
I cannot presume what the Prime Minister is about to say. I'm sure that you will witness it firsthand, as I will, when he addresses the nation. I can only say this. Those who are accusing the BJP of bringing forth the special session so that we can influence state elections. Yes, please be mindful, and this is my theory. If it was genuinely instrumental in impacting the elections, do you think the TMC and the DMK would not find some excuse to support it?
And BJP will continue to hit the ground?
Of course. BJP has proven through its administrative legislative track record that we support emancipation of women economically, socially, and politically. It is the BJP led government which has ensured the passage of the bill in 2023. We were trying to ensure that it is implemented with alacrity, which is what the Congress party stopped. But be assured, as long as there's Prime Minister Modi, this will become a reality for the women of India.
Thank you for speaking to us with video journalist Imran Mohit, but for Times Now.